Bhimasena Jataka. Buddha's Past Life Stories. The story is brought to you by Hugglesby Stories. In a time long ago, before the Buddha attained enlightenment, he was born as Bhimasena, a noble and wise commander. Known for intelligence and courage, Bhimasena led an army defending his kingdom against a powerful enemy that sought to conquer their land, resources, and peace. The neighboring kingdom, ruled by a ruthless king, was envious of Bhimasena's homeland. This kingdom, known for brutal conquests, aimed to seize control of trade routes and wealth. For Bhimasena, this war was not just for land, it was a fight for freedom and his people's survival. As the sun set over the land, Bhimasena stood on a hill, watching his camp. Despite his reputation as a brave leader, he felt the weight of his soldiers' trust on his shoulders. He saw their fear and knew that their lives depended on his decisions. Bhimasena's second-in-command, Vayuna, approached him, worry evident in his eyes. "Commander, the enemy's numbers are overwhelming. They outnumber us 3-1. What's our plan?" Bhimasena took a deep breath, replying calmly, "We cannot win with strength alone. We will use cunning and patience." That night, Bhimasena gathered his generals and explained his plan. He would use psychological warfare, creating an illusion that his army was larger than it was. Fires, movements, and whispers would make the enemy believe they were surrounded, instilling fear and weakening their confidence. Small groups of Bhimasena's soldiers created noise, set fires, and spread rumors of ghostly warriors. The enemy soldiers, already tired from their journey, grew uneasy. Every night, strange lights and sounds haunted their camp, and their fear began to overshadow their strength. As the days passed, the enemy's confidence started to crumble. Bhimasena's soldiers, though weary, noticed the change. Bhimasena spoke to them, offering reassurance. "Fear is natural," he said. "But remember, we fight not just with swords but with our minds. Trust in our strength and each other." Bhimasena himself was not immune to fear. He worried about his strategy, fearing he might lead his men to ruin. Yet, he hid his doubts, knowing that a true leader must remain strong for his people. His resolve inspired confidence in his soldiers, despite his inner conflict. Finally, the enemy commander grew impatient, ordering a full assault at dawn. Bhimasena was ready, having placed his men strategically. As the enemy advanced into the mist-filled valley, Bhimasena's troops sprang from hidden positions, ambushing the disoriented soldiers who struggled to see through the fog. During the chaos, Bhimasena met the enemy commander, a fierce man angered by Bhimasena's tactics. "Face me like a true warrior," he demanded. Bhimasena replied calmly, "A true warrior uses his mind as well as his strength. Bravery is not just charging forward blindly." They fought briefly, and Bhimasena, using skill and composure, defeated the enemy commander. With their leader fallen, the enemy soldiers lost morale and fled. Bhimasena's strategy of fear and deception had led to a victory without the need for unnecessary bloodshed. As the sun rose, Bhimasena's soldiers celebrated their victory. But for Bhimasena, the real reward was knowing he had protected his people. Later, a young soldier approached, asking, "Commander, how did you know we would win?" Bhimasena replied, "I didn't know, but I believed in us." The Bhimasena Jataka teaches that true leadership uses mind and strength together. Bhimasena's journey shows that wisdom, courage, and humility are stronger than brute force. His story reminds us to face challenges with heart and mind, making choices that bring peace, not just victory. Bhimasena Jataka story ends. If you enjoyed the story, share the story with your friends. Subscribe to Hugglesby Stories. We appreciate your comments, likes, sharing Hugglesby Stories with your friends, and as a whole your entire time spent with us. We believe we could make you happy with our Hugglesby Stories. See you again with another Buddha's Past Life Story by Hugglesby Stories.